Hello everyone, my name is Chinmay. I am from ECED. My roll number is 20BQ1A0469. Now I am going to explain about rotaxanes in supramolecular chemistry. Supramolecular chemistry mainly deals with macromolecules. It is also known as the host-guest chemistry. That is, a molecule which is having a host will bind with another molecule which is acts as a guest with via a non-covalent bonding or complexity. Via non-covalent bonding means it involves hydrogen bonding and weak van der Waals forces, etc. Whereas host means it is having a binding site. Guest means it has an ability to fill the binding site. Supramolecular chemistry. Supramolecular chemistry is the chemistry of intermolecular bond covering the structures and functions of the entities formed by the association of two or more chemical species. Rotaxanes. Supramolecular assemblies that consisting of macrocyclic molecules physically threaded by but not chemically bonded to a linear molecule chain or a linear subchain of a molecule capped with bulky end groups referred to as the stoppers, which prevent de-threading of cyclic molecules are known as rotaxanes. These natural molecular motors paves the way for synthesis of artificial molecular motors. They are rotaxanes and catenanes. Rotaxane is a mechanically interlocked dumbbell-shaped molecule which is surrounded by a macrocyclic compound. The name is derived from the Latin for wheel rota and axial axis. Rotaxanes are large molecules bearing thread and bed structures. A linear chain is introduced through a macrocyclic ring. This helps to slide the ring freely along the length of the chain. The bulky end group inhibits the sliding of the ring. Due to irregular structure of the rotaxanes, minimum two interesting molecular motions are predictable. Rotation of macrocyclic ring around the axis, translation that is shuttling of ring along the axis. Rotaxanes have four types of synthesis: capping, clipping, slipping, and active template. Capping. Synthesis via the capping method relies strongly upon a thermodynamically driven template effect, that is, the thread is held within the macrocycle by non-covalent interactions. For example, rotaxinations with the cyclodextrin macrocyclics involve exploitation of hydrophobic effect. This dynamic complex or pseudo-rotaxin is then converted to the rotaxin by reacting the ends of the threaded guest with large groups, preventing dissociation. Clipping. The clipping method is similar to the capping reaction, except that in this case, the dumbbell-shaped molecule is complete and is bound to a partial macrocycle. The partial macrocycle then undergoes a ring closing reaction around the dumbbell-shaped molecule, forming the rotaxin. Slipping. This method of slipping is one which exploits the thermodynamic stability of rotaxin. If the end groups of the dumbbell are an appropriate size, it will be able to reversibly thread through the macrocycle at higher temperatures. By cooling the dynamic complex, it becomes kinetically trapped as a rotaxin at the lower temperature. Active template methodology. Lai and co-workers recently began to explore a strategy in which template ions could also play an active role in promoting the crucial final covalent bond forming reaction that captures the interlocked structure. That is, the metal has a dual function, acting as a template for entwining the precursors and catalyzing covalent bond formation between the reactants. Catenanes. Catenanes are chemical compounds containing two interlocked rings or interlocking of two macrocyclic compounds. These look like catenanes. May lead to the catenanes. Applications. They are used in molecular electronics as logical molecule switching element, function as artificial molecular muscles, used as modern catalyst in chemical synthesis, used to make molecular switches, used to make ultra-stable dyes, used to make molecular sensors or chemosensors or synthetic analogs of biosensors. A rotax. Up to now, we discussed about rotaxanes. A rotaxane is a supermolecule consisting of a dumbbell-shaped axial molecule and a ring molecule. Synthetic methods of a supramolecules having threaded structure were well improved, combining with host-guest chemistry. Rotaxanes have high flexibility of mobility. Rotaxanes are expected to be prime candidate for molecular missions. Rotaxanes sometimes have rotaxane-specific chirality. I have been investigating in a rotaxane which interconverts between enantiomers. Thank you.